Hey guys, it's Sal here, and today we are going to be doing a weapon review of the AK-5C Carbine. So the AK-5C is actually the first carbine that you unlock through playing the Engineer Kit, and believe it or not, so far I think it might actually be my favorite carbine, just because it excels in so many areas. I can't really fault it in any one area, just because in comparison to the other carbines, the AK-5C can just do almost anything you need it to. I've never found myself in a situation, well, I have sometimes if I'm super close I think, oh, I wish I had my ACWR, but for the most part in almost every other situation I'm happy with the way this gun performs, and it just delivers on all levels. If I had to compare this gun to another gun, I might say it is similar to the M416 of the assault rifles, just because it is so versatile and it does, as I said, deliver in almost any situation. So what is it about this weapon that makes it such a desirable weapon in so many different situations? Well, first of all, the recoil on this gun is fairly low. We have 0.2 left and right, so that's pretty low horizontal, and 0.32 up, which is not really low, but is by definitely no means high. So controlling this weapon is fairly easy, and for the most part I didn't have to add any attachments that help me negate that recoil, just because I found it easy enough to control as it was, and I didn't want to sacrifice that accuracy because, I mean, I could already control it. This gun's accuracy is already quite good just because that recoil is very minimal. Now the rate of fire of this weapon is 700 rounds per minute. Now that is nearing that area where any lower I might say this weapon would not be viable, but because it is right around that 700 rounds per minute, that makes this gun good at the long range and the mid range, and up close it's still pretty good, though not, it will get outgunned by say the AEK and the ACWR as I mentioned earlier, but as I said, this gun does perform well in almost any situation just because it has a pretty manageable rate of fire. Now another thing to note about this weapon is that it has the fastest bullet velocity of all the carbines by a long shot. A lot of the carbines only come in at 400 some odd bullet velocity, meters per second that is, and this gun is up there at 630, so speed is not a problem. You don't have to lead your shots barely at all over distance, and this gun just performs extremely well at range, though it does have a shorter bullet drop off like all carbines do, but compared to the other carbines, that bullet velocity is amazing when you are trying to lead your shots over any sort of range. Now to add to this gun's already awesome features, our reload time is very competitive, coming at 8.5 seconds with a bullet chambered, and coming in at 2.35 when your chamber is fully empty. So again, very competitive reload time, and also our first shot recoil multiplier is only 1.65. That is so low. That is ridiculously low. That is insane. You won't need any angled or folding grip just because your first shot recoil is so low. The other carbines are all at least a 2, so that is a very impressive first shot recoil. So that I opted for the, I believe is the stubby grip, just to give me that additional accuracy when I'm moving, just because why not? I don't need that first shot recoil, and that is generally one of my go-to attachments, so that allows you to have accuracy because you really don't need to negate recoil that isn't there. So when it comes down to it, I really cannot complain about this weapon other than that the rate of fire is a little low, but in all other categories this gun just exceeds, and it is a very, very fun gun to use. So as far as rating goes, I'm going to be changing things a little bit because I have only done 2 weapon reviews, so that's good. I won't have to change too much. But I was talking to Shusty Bang in a comment, and he responded to me, and I was basically just talking to him about ratings, and he was saying that they are going to change their rating system, and they're going to base it on each class of weapons. Like they're going to rate the light machine guns with the light machine guns, because rating a light machine gun against an assault rifle, that's not really a fair rating. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them by weapon class. So this rating for the AK-5C will be compared to all the other carbines. Any other gun does not count, and this is just against the carbines. So the only thing I really need to change is the ACWR review. I'm going to up that to a 5 just because it is such a great carbine. And the same for the AK-5C, it is also getting a 5 out of 5 just because they are both such great carbines, and I have a lot of fun using them, and they're just easy to use, and I mean, you're killing people. That's fun. So that's just what wraps up today's weapon review of the AK-5C Carbine. So guys, I would like to push that I do have a Twitter account. It is the first link in the description. I would love some follows. You can keep up to date and listen to all my crazy things I say and up to date on the channel as well. So guys, I thank you so much for watching. If you've liked this video, you can like it. If you've disliked it, you can dislike it. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.